Hello and welcome to Old Ways Gardening and Prepping. My name is Teresa. Once again, I'd like to welcome you into the kitchen. Thank gracious this is the last recipe for the night, and then I'm off to bed to get some sleep finally. The Aussie struck again. A couple of days ago we were all talking about the shopping list and what everybody wanted for Thanksgiving, and well, he chimed in. He wants some Australian meat pies. So I'm like, well, are you kidding me? He goes, no. I'm like, so here we are, getting ready to make it's called shortcrust pastry. Really good pastry crust, a pie crust as well. Now, I'm going to be making the pie crust this evening, and it's supposed to chill, so I'm just going to let it chill overnight in the refrigerator, and I'll worry about the rest of the recipe later on in the, well, let's just say later on in the day now. So, I'm going to bring you along with me, scoot you a little closer, and now I'm going to be making a double crust. Well, I'm doubling the recipe. It's enough. A single batch will be enough for a bottom crust and a top crust. So I will have that recipe and the rest of the meat pie recipe in the description box below. So I'm going to pause it and we're going to get busy. Okay, like I said, I'm making a double batch of short pastry crust. So I'm going to want, if it was a single batch, you want half a cup of very cold butter. Now you can make your crust in a food processor, and well, I don't have one, so this is the next best thing. And since I'm doubling it, I'm going to use half butter, half lard. Because this mixture makes a flakier, more intense pie crust. Okay, that should be plenty. Set that aside. And now we're going to use the best mixer in the world, our hands. And what you want to do is mix the butter and the lard together in the flour until it makes like a breadcrumb texture. But you don't want to overwork it and melt your butter. You want to incorporate it just enough into the flour where everything's broke up. And yes, it takes a while. I'm definitely looking forward to trying one of these. The recipe sounds definitely interesting, to say the least. He's been after me for a while, seeing if I'd try to make some. I've gotten out of it several times, but this time he snuck it in on me. I made the mistake of asking each one, what would you like for Thanksgiving dinner? I didn't realize it was a trick question. if you got a pastry cutter, you can use that too. You want to make sure that there's no big clumps and you get it all combined. It's coming together nicely. You want to get it all incorporated in. Because if you have any big pieces of butter or lard, it'll make a greasy spot in the crust or an air pocket. Either one, which is not good for the crust. Alright, then you're going to want very cold water. For a single batch recipe, you're going to want 4 to 6 tablespoons of very cold water. And since this is a double recipe, it's going to need a whole lot more. Depends on how dry your flour is, on how much water it will take. But once you can get it into a good ball shape, where it sticks together, 2 balls of the dough so it'll be easier to handle. Oh, it smells good. Close to like a biscuit dough. That definitely would not make good biscuits, but it sure smells good. Okay, forget it. You want to make sure you wrap it well so no air gets to it. And you can chill it for for an hour or up to overnight, whatever's best for you. If you wanted to, you can also wrap it and put it in a Ziploc bag like that, a freezer bag, and freeze it. Or if you wanted to go on and roll out your pie crust or your crust for your meat pies, you just roll them out, lay the first one on some parchment paper, put another piece on top of that, and then that way you can go in and roll out all your meat pie crust, and then when you need to use them, you can just defrost them. Let them set out, or bring them up to, you can let them defrost in the refrigerator. You don't want them to get too warm, because then your butter and everything will melt. Now I'm just going to put these refrigerator to chill overnight. And I'm going to bring you back later this morning. And we're going to get back ready. Sorry y'all tired. We're going to get ready to make the filling. And once the filling's done, you got to let it cool. And while it's cooling, you can be rolling out your meat pie crust. I'll see you later today. Okay, it's Thanksgiving morning and it's time to get these meat pies done. Got the ham cooking. Once these meat pies come out, then it's turkey in the oven time. Alright, we're going to start with, I'm doing, of course, a double batch to make the Aussie happy. He wanted a mixture of ground beef and pork blend. So I got 2 pounds. Now I'll have the single batch recipe in the description box below. That's 2 pounds of ground, or apparently as they call it, mince. Lord, don't get that one mixed up. I die laughing every time. Okay, I'm going to cut my eye on. The other big, not argument, but heated conversation is, it's not tomato sauce, it's ketchup. They still call ketchup tomato sauce. I've tried. Okay, what you're going to want to do is cook your mince completely done. I'm going to get it broke up. Now, according to him, if it has any other vegetable beside onion, it's a pasty. So, I want to make sure that this is a meat pie, not a pasty. So, I have 1 large onion, small diced. No, actually it's a large. For the original recipe, it'll be 1 large onion. I'm doing a large onion and a half. So, I'm going to get this completely cooked and drained, and I'll bring y'all each back. See you here in a bit. Okay, the meat is done. Onions are done. I have a cup and a half of water in the saucepan. Like I said, I'm doing a double batch, so I'll have the single batch in the recipe in the description box below. Now here we go. This is what he calls tomato sauce. It's ketchup, I know they also put the ketchup on top of it as well after it's baked. I like ketchup occasionally, and this is a good one. It's simply with no artificial sweeteners and less sugar as well. Okay, we're going to need 4 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire. 1, 2, 3, 4. me wipe my spoon off. We'll give that a stir. To me, it smells kind of like sloppy joes, homemade sloppy joes. Alright, it calls for 4 cubes of bouillon. I have better than bouillon, and it's roasted beef base. So that should make it a lot richer and thicker. I did find one recipe that called for Vegemite, but yeah, no, not doing that. He has a jar of the Vegemite. All I needed to do was, open it up and smell it. No, I'm good. Well, that darkened it up really nice. Now I'm not adding any salt whatsoever. This bouillon already has plenty. The ketchup has some. And we know the Worcestershire definitely has some. And we're going to want a half a teaspoon of black pepper. So far it smells really good. It took on a different note adding the bouillon to it. Smells pretty good. You want to try to get your mince broke up as much as possible. And you're going to want to let this simmer for about 10 minutes, and I'll bring you back. Okay, it has simmered for 10 minutes, and it smells pretty good. Now, we're going to want to make a slurry of cornstarch and water to thicken it up. Some call for flour. It depends on which one you want to use. Because what you want to do is get this, bless you, get this thickened up real nicely. Well, the gravy is supposed to be extremely thick from what he said. And it's going to be. Pull that off the heat. Yep. Oh no. Oh, excuse me. Pepper must have got me. Oh, that's definitely thick. You might want to back off the cornstarch just a little bit, but from what all I have studied and read and everything, you want to be able to eat these. That's why they're called meat pies. They're going to be little, and you're supposed to be able to eat them with one hand. I got it off the heat. It's definitely thick. Without a doubt. Yep. Alright. Now, to let this cool down quite a bit. And then I'll bring you back when we're fixing to do the pie crust, which the bottom part is a pie crust and the top part is pastry dough. No, puff pastry. I looked at him, I told him, I said, I'm telling you right now, I'm not making homemade puff pastry, not for this weekend. I said, I'm just going to buy puff pastry. Oh my gracious, I like to never found that it was sold out everywhere, except for one store. So it'll have the pie crust, on the bottom and sides, and the puff pastry on the top. And that's what we'll do here at the wall once this cools down quite a bit. And I will bring you back for that. See you at the wall. Okay, we're back. The filling has cooled down. I have the oven preheating to 400 degrees. I have my puff pastry sheets out and the pie dough, or shortcrust dough. So, I'll unwrap it. And it's a stiff dough, which is really good. You want to flour your surface and the dough. You're going to need a rolling pin and I do have my poor, horrible looking Texas size muffin tins, and I have pre-oiled them with ghee cooking spray, which I'm happy to find. No soy products in it. Don't want to work the dough too much because you don't want to melt the butter much at all in it. And any scraps of dough put to the side because they can be reused. Lord, I hope he likes these things. No, it's got to be a little bigger. haven't dropped nothing yet, Kaya. So, I know I got to roll it out bigger. Let's hope this is correct. Okay, that's about as good as it's gonna get. It don't look perfect, but you know what? You'll be able to eat it. Alright, I'll bring you back as soon as I get all these done. Oh Lord, okay. I got a dozen so far. Now I'm gonna put out the puff pastry dough. And this is gonna go on top of each one. Get some of these cut. Okay, now if your short crust starts heating up, stick it back in the fridge. You're going to put a good amount of your filling in each one. No, I don't think so. You better go on. Man, the puppy dogs have tried their hardest to be mega mooches. And they have gotten their treats, believe me. The sad part is they think they need more. Okay. Now you want to be very careful. And try to meld the two together. It's not going to be the prettiest, but you know what? He's getting as close as I can get to his original meat pies. Alright, once I get these 11 more done, I'll bring you right back. Oh my gracious, I finally got him done. He's getting a dozen. Leftovers are going in the freezer. So, into the 400-degree oven. Okay, they are going to bake in a 400-degree oven for 15 to 20 minutes or until golden brown, and I will bring y'all back. I'm going to sit down for a bit. Alright, time to take them out of the oven. Beautiful and golden brown. Meat pies turned out beautiful. Alright, you have to let them cool in the pan before you remove them. And I will bring you back for the official taste test. See you after a while. Okay, they have cooled down and they popped right out of the pans. Look at them. They are just absolutely gorgeous. And they smell wonderful. So, I'm going to take this little one right here. Now, apparently, it's traditional to put ketchup on top. I'm trying a little bit, not much. I eat ketchup once in a while, not very often. I know you're supposed to pick them up and eat them. They're still warm inside. Mmm. Still good and thick on the inside. I have to admit, these are really good. Really good. First time I've had an Australian meat pie. The pastry dough on top is nice and crunchy. The pie dough or short crust dough on the bottom and sides is good. Yeah, you can tell it's not meant to be ate with a fork, but and I have to admit, it's actually good with a little ketchup on it. I've seen how much they put on theirs. No, a little bit is really good. Mm. That's really good. I can see now I'm going to have to be making more of these at a later date after I recoup from Thanksgiving. I hope this video encourages you also to try your hand at recipes from other countries. I'm glad he suggested these. I'm not going to lie, they're a little bit of work, but the end product is absolutely worth it. Everyone, take care. Stay safe and sound out there. Continue to stock your pantries. This is the holidays time when we kind of indulge a little bit, but all my leftovers are either going to be ate for days or they're going to be canned up. Everyone, take care. I look forward to seeing you in my next video, and also don't forget the recipe will be in the description box below, the ingredient list will be in the description box below. Lordy, you can't tell I'm tired. Everyone, take care. I look forward to seeing you in my next video, and may you each be blessed. I'll see you soon.